It's Week 3 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chargers and the Lions, next on EA Sports.
I don't care what you do. They can't get none of this.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert now. They'll find Everett there, complete. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 5 catches, 54 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A handoff, it's Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Herbert has it knocked free, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Good job.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. Think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Rock the ball, his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to end up.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
This is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And connecting here with D.J. Shark. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now Young Wei Koo, who of course used to kick for the Chargers, on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now a dump off here complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On second down, Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They'll try the air now with Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to dump this one down to Kelly. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a first and 10. On the option to give to Swift here, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And the last run got 3, now here's second and 7. They'll set up a throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The 40. 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 25 on 2nd down, Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they moved the ball with relative ease.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They'll run here with Eckler. Oh, he bowls over him. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 18-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Third and 2, Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Gano's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
That's how we do
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ended up as a negative yardage play.
So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields, a touchdown pass in the victory. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that for the Chargers. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Why are we doing this?
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
At their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And the Chargers first down.
Now Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start with the option. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to keep this again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
He's going to use his legs here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Think about this strong safety position. Yeah, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
He'll buy some time right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the Chargers.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Youngway Koo on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
It's a gain of 8. And it's 3rd down. That's the end.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got his man, it's Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup on 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A give. Eckler running to the right. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. On 2nd and 9. Herbert finding Bourne here over the middle. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Come on now, let's do this.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here is Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Stays on his feet, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Levi Onwuzurike. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field. A big play, third and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long fourth and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll bring it down here right around the 17-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets around him. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Aaron Jones, to this point, 108 yards on the ground. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Tackled by Quan Alexander. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Time for another look at this Lions offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
10 yards to go.
Now back to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory. Derrick Henry, he led the way with over 100 yards rushing and also 2 touchdown runs.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Chargers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.